Me either.
Okay. Either way, we're treating it like we're live.
Okay.
Welcome. Start your gamers.
Okay.
What?
Yeah. Nothing.
You froze up like JB.
I thought you were about to do something.
Nah. I'm about to play Garfield. Oh, sorry.
I thought you were
You got
about
it.
to make a move. Yeah, you don't want to. We're not cheating.
Okay.
Just so everybody
I was
knows.
just getting warmed up. This is week of Garfield. What?
It's not up yet.
That's fine.
I keep refreshing it.
We were having this problem last time, but
Then what happens? It's just not.
we got a lot of
It'll
action.
it'll be saved.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Regardless of who's watching at the moment,
Yeah.
it will be up for all to see momentarily.
It's just good to know that YouTube works. Everything that YouTube does.
Oh, I think I'm gonna mute
works.
this.
That's a great idea. I mean, this music's great, but
We were getting a little bit of feedback, or not, like a delay kind of thing. Okay.
okay.
Now the gamers out there at home will hear our music, but we won't. But we've heard it enough, I think.
Surely.
All right. Week of Garfield. This is the hack by
Are you waiting for me? I don't
Yeah.
know.
Tangent Tech, and
Wow. Randy Baker, 2022.
that's his full
Yeah.
name.
How'd you get? Did you just get this from the internet?
So I signed up for the dark web. I got a free
Right.
trial.
Free trial of the dark web.
Yeah, and this
A
comes with it.
4chan 2-month free trial.
This came with it. No, I just found this on the internet. It's honestly kind of insane that somebody would spend so much time on this
It really is.
shitty game.
It's very surprising. This is like, yeah, this is what gets left behind. You know, nobody, but I guess not.
No game left behind.
It's true.
I've played this game so much. I know all the tricks now.
I've played this game also almost none.
Okay.
We had a Raspberry Pi that we had this on. It was your Raspberry Pi, really, but we had the Garfield games. How many Garfield games are there? Is it
Comment
this
down
one?
below.
Yeah. How many
There are
Garfield
a
games can you
lot.
count?
I don't think I know.
Is there
nearly
like a
all of
ton?
them. Yeah,
I guess it makes sense. There's a lot of like computer games.
I mean,
imagine.
since video games have been around, Garfield games have been around, I think. There are like some really old ones. I don't know if they're quite text-based games, but
okay.
like,
it's that type of stuff,
on
like
those-
Atari.
that shit you had to like boot up on a computer, like,
Right,
type
yeah,
shit
launch,
in to get it
launch
in.
program.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think they were just like really, really rudimentary side-scrolling things, not too different than this, but lower tech. And then
We had a breakthrough.
yeah, you kind of saw a
Yeah.
sea change with Week of Garfield released in Japan.
This changed everything. They should make, those like the best video games throughout the years where they have like comedians or like famous people talk about video games throughout the year. You know, those like TV shows that they would do.
I don't remember that.
I remember seeing.
But like when they would get like Conan to play fucking Mario Kart or whatever?
No, it was like those shows, almost like, they would do like VH1 or whatever, had the like I Love the 80s or whatever, they just have people talk about things from that decade, I guess. And it was like that, where they just had like celebrities and people talking about like video games, and it was just like a chronology throughout. And they kind of like attributed, like, at least from the way I remember it, they attributed like way too much significance like each one, it was like, you know, I saw Mario and I was like, what the fuck? Like my mind was blown.
Yeah.
You know,
Uh-huh.
which I guess it was probably pretty cool.
Yeah.
You know, but imagining it being like, you know, like, but that's sort of how this really was, the Garfield game.
Yeah, they need to make a documentary like Hitler's secret weapon about
was it-
this game.
Okay, so this was Hitler's secret weapon, or was this just
I was
evil?
thinking a documentary like that, like, you know, as if they're talking about some like Nazi scheme.
Okay, so they had, yeah.
But, you know, it could also be a documentary. Maybe this started out as Hitler's secret weapon and slowly morphed into one of the greatest
Right.
games for the Family computer.
Right, like Mercedes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Now it's a force for good.
so, do you want to play when I die?
Sure.
Okay.
I will probably die really quickly.
I don't blame you. This is a really... I mean... I've beaten this and I haven't beaten Mario 3. So... like,
I mean, this is a
don't
lot
know-
shorter than Mario 3, though.
Yeah, but I think... I don't know. I haven't beaten very many video games in general, so I can't really speak to how difficult it is, but I know that it annoyed the shit out of me trying to beat this game, and I did not do it legitimately. Are we up yet? Do you see us on...
No. Did you see us up when we tested earlier? Did we check that?
Me?
I guess we should have, yeah.
Well,
Or did you just trust? Okay.
I wasn't testing streaming. I was testing the settings that we had here
Oh,
just
okay,
by
okay.
recording them straight to my computer. So let me check. It says we're live. We've been live for 7 minutes 52 seconds.
What?
YouTube.com.
He's passed.
He's passed. Private.
Oh, so just talking to yourself the whole time?
Who the? Why would that be
Here,
an option?
Go to
Maybe you
edit.
can send links to people.
Yeah, nice
Where's
private
edit?
stream. That
Oh,
edit box
this.
right there. Yeah. Customization. Public.
Public. Fuck me.
Do you want to restart?
Yup.
Yeah, let's change it to gaming.
Switch to gaming.
Game title.
I was looking at that too. It was like, who
Week
you subscribe to,
of-
what lives do you want, and it was like a gaming
I was refreshing. Yeah. Why is the default private? I wonder. Maybe we did some sort of private stream.
And Rat made our wedding video, he made it private, maybe, I don't know, whatever you
No,
want.
because
No,
it was before we did that. We had the same problem with another one of these live streams supporting a video. Let me see. I hate that you can't refresh people's pages.
I didn't make a new thumbnail for this. Let's see if I can just
here,
use
do you
a
want me
picture
to-
of Garfield.
Okay.
We could use this if that works. That might be too big.
You have like
Okay, that works.
live videos from 5 years ago, and it looks like a small child that's gotten a hold of their parents' cell phone.
I see what you're talking about.
Okay. I'm gonna reactivate the intro,
Okay. Are you seeing it yet, Alyssa?
Not yet.
and let's
Hell.
go back.
So it's public. Did you like apply the changes? Great on that.
Thank you.
That's cute.
All
We're
right.
back.
Hey guys.
We're here once again for the first time.
Mm-hmm. It's a dark night here in sunny California.
I think
we got
you
warmed up.
mean
Blitheville, Arkansas,
Blitheville, Arkansas,
of course. That is only a jest, a mere joke. So today we're going to be playing the Week of Garfield.
Starring,
Garfield.
made by,
Garfield. Man.
Hack-
Garfield.
hack by Pangent Tech and Ronnie Baker, and I want to give them credit because
Yeah, this is just like something online.
they might have spent more time on this than the people making the actual game.
That's true. What all did they change? What did they do to it?
I'll
Exactly.
show you guys a little behind the sausage view at what it looked like. So let's see. All right, so this is what it used to look like.
Oh, man.
This
Okay.
is how it was in the video that we made recently.
I got used to seeing it
The
the
other way.
other way, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was like a complete redesign.
Yeah. It controls and plays basically the same way, but they give you more life in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we're basically He's Past YouTube channel guys.
He's past gaming channel.
Yeah. So this is what it looks like now, thanks to Ronnie Baker and Pangent Technology. And we're going to be playing a little Garfield for you guys while we explain the complexities and the ins and outs of our new videos so that you don't go without...
right, so you can go in informed.
Yeah,
You know.
you can make an informed decision as to whether or not
Right.
to kill yourself.
Right. You don't want to be rash about these things.
So, Garfield is a comic made in 1989 by Jim Davis.
Yeah, it was around there, huh?
Yeah.
What do you remember an introduction to Garfield as a?
It was probably those fucking
a little
movies.
That
That was our generation, or at least mine.
Yeah.
That was the Garfield I grew up with. And then later they had that show like maybe around 2012
Yeah.
that came on Cartoon Network, and I always, whenever I saw that, I was like, this must be like old, like this must have come out like when Jimmy Neutron came out and I just missed it. But no, it was like they were airing new episodes.
No,
and
yeah, that was a running show.
I thought it was reruns because it looked so bad.
I just did not like it. I didn't think it was old, but it would come on and I'd be like, oh, time to change the channel, like when Johnny Test would come on. You know, I knew that it was time to go do something else or to turn off the TV.
It was one of those shows where they would air like the same 2 fucking episodes over and over again. I'm not doing
I
great.
can't remember. I feel like Garfield's always been around for me. The
Probably has been.
the Sunday Funnies. I remember seeing him there, and I guess he was all right.
Yeah, I don't know if Garfield's ever made me laugh outside of like the parodies that people have
Right?
made.
Anybody like shitting on it or doing something weird to it.
Yeah.
Lasagna Cat is
Yeah.
genius.
It is, yeah.
that's
that
great.
was a formative series
Yeah, that's
for me.
It really is. Like, if any two of you have not watched Lasagna Cat, any of our 2 million viewers right now, you should go check it out. I like that the channel's just like done. Like that was a channel that was just like a project.
Yeah,
it's
they
like
don't
we go for a
do
while and then it's done.
Channels like that very often. But yeah, that's over it. So we made Garfield in our spare time. What are we talking about? We had a little bit of a rocky start. I was liking the way that the first one went better than this.
What do you mean? Oh, the stream.
We had like a false start with our stream. 'Cause
Yeah.
I set it to private, but what were we talking about then?
I do not know if I remember. Let me try and think if I remember. Yeah, I really, we were just going for
Anyway,
a second.
yeah, I think we were trying to name every Garfield game. I think you asked
Yeah.
how many there were.
Well, we were talking about this being a
turning point.
yeah, it was kind of like Hitler's secret weapon.
Yeah. There we go.
Like
We're back.
Mercedes, yeah, and but anyways, after that, then the only two I know of are like this and the Search for Pookie. I'd imagine there's one that coincides because they made a game out of like everything up until like it seems like the early 2010s.
Yeah.
You know, it would just be like any movie. So I feel like there should probably be a game. Maybe that's what the Search for Pookie was. But there should have been a game to coincide with the Bill Murray movies.
There were.
There have to have been, yeah.
Yeah, that was at least the second movie, I believe, had a DS game. I was watching a video about Garfield games because there was like a lost one. But anyway, basically like every Garfield game has just been a shovelware game. Like there's never been a good one.
Which makes sense. I mean, Garfield is kind of just pretty disposable.
It does, but when you take into account just how many games have been made, it's kind of incredible that like there's not one that's just like, oh, this is actually like it was made by people who gave a shit.
No, that's not surprising to me.
There are a lot of. I mean, there's one. So, yeah, the two most notable to us for really no reason are this and the Search for Pookie. But there was another one made for the Game Boy Advance that looked and played much better. Oh shit!
You're about to. Okay, my turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's gonna take you back to the title screen, but it'll when you hit start, it'll take you back to the first section of the second stage, which I think is Tuesday. No, we're on Wednesday, so I beat Tuesday already.
Okay, can I jump on people, or is it just
no?
throw
So
things?
there's kick, and you
kick.
hit select to change through the weapons.
So I'd kick selected right there.
Yes.
A bone.
Bones just shoot straight out. It's a straight projectile.
Do I have limited numbers of all of these?
You do.
Okay.
And you can use them. So
Okay,
the
so that doesn't
birds.
Do I need
All
to...
around the game, you'll find these wretched birds. They'll make you want to go outside and find a real bird, crushing it in your hand. But to avoid those, you can duck.
Okay.
That is the only way to avoid bird attacks. And you cannot use any of your weapons while you're ducked.
Okay.
So the birds are probably the most annoying part of this game.
Oh, I forgot. It makes no sense. Oh!
Yeah. You want to
I
keep
go
playing?
again? Yeah, I'll go again. That was really short.
I'm better than your average player just because I had to beat this whole game. I had to.
I'm not your average gamer.
Yeah. But in order to collect the footage we used in the Garfield, okay, so those fish bones are like damaging to your health.
Fish bones damage you?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you want to avoid those.
Did the Smiling Gamer talk about that?
He did not.
He doesn't bring up any actual flaws with the game. He just kind of...
Yeah. The controls are terrible. The worst thing about the game is that you have no buffer period after you get hit. You can just, like that. Like
yeah, you can just get your health
boom,
drained.
boom, 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 boom. You can hit that spider over and over and then just die. Like, in seconds. But yeah, the Smiling Gamer mostly talked about shit that didn't matter. Yeah, so the little bugs...
Oh, okay.
The little bugs, if they hit you, they'll make you sort of lock up.
Fuck. I'm going to try one more time.
Yeah, go. Keep going as long as you want.
Can I please keep playing? Can I please, oh please?
I know it's pretty fun, which is the reason why you want to keep playing. So, I believe that each day is divided into 3 sections. So you'll get to the end of this, and then there will be a key hidden somewhere right next to the door, and you'll have to find it.
Okay.
And then you can open the door, go to the next section, and you'll do that 2 more times until you get to Thursday. And then we'll do that until you get to Friday, and Saturday and Sunday are divided into 2 days. Yeah, see?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay,
no
you
buffer.
can try a little bit there. Alyssa, can you see Topper on the stream?
No, you really can't. This is ridiculous.
Can I move the laptop over a little bit?
You can, if you can.
Okay.
It's like kind of. I've got the power cord stretched to the max right there.
I think it can go to the side a little bit.
So if you're wondering, I'm sure you are. We are actually playing on the Famicom right now, thanks to the SETA Wireless Commander.
Don't hurt me.
Controller released sometime in the 90s.
God. Okay, sorry.
But we're playing on original hardware, except I do not own this game, which is maybe the biggest trivia fact to be gleaned about the making of this acclaimed video. But yeah, I'm using an EverDrive because Garfield costs about $100 if you want to buy that for the Famicom.
You cannot justify spending $100 on Garfield.
Not at this point in my life. I'm not retired yet.
Damn.
They really do make you... I'm going to go again.
That's fine.
It's okay. They do make you want to step outside and find a real bird crushing it in your hand.
Yeah, I kind of want to grab like a little finch, like a little baby sparrow, you know? And kind of like that. It's it makes so little sense. It like hurts in these old games when you can't like jump on something like Mario and kill it.
Yeah.
And I know it's not fair. Was this is after Mario, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think this game was released in 1989.
Okay. All right.
Which is, I think Mario is 85.
Makes sense. Which, you know, I know that was Mario's. It just seems like such a no-brainer for side-scrolling, like, platformers. It's like, if I jump on something, that kills it.
Yeah, it's a tradition for that to not be the case in the later Garfield games, I believe. Search for Pookie, you have that, like, scratching attack.
Oh, yeah, you just have to kind of, like, hold down or, like, mash that while
Yeah.
you move around sometimes.
So the birds are very fucking difficult to kill.
You can kill them, though. You have to use the hamburger, which is like a grenade.
You can use any of this, but it's just hard to hit them. When I was doing my playthrough that we used for the footage that was used in the episode, I used the bone most of the time to kill them, because if you like jump and then immediately hit the bone, you can usually hit them. But they're at such an awkward spot, so that's the pie, so I got momentary invincibility.
Okay, yeah.
Grants you the wish of momentary invincibility.
I wonder what resulted in Garfield's meteoric rise to fame. Good design?
Just as
A character?
whoop.
Or I guess inoffensiveness, probably. You know?
Yeah.
Like, you can just, like, put him on anything and nobody's gonna be upset. You know, Grandma can like him and, like, you know, Dad and other people don't mind him.
I mean, I think the reason that Garfield is so successful is the same reason that people buy mugs that say, like, don't talk to me until I've had my coffee.
Right, yeah.
It's just like being a lazy piece of shit.
Oh my god.
What? Well, it's just like there's like I don't
it's
know.
just like the vibe of being like a waste of a
yeah,
person.
like middle-aged people love this sort of cutesy attitude of like, I just don't feel like working.
Yeah,
you
that
know?
is true. It does get to,
and
you
they
know,
also
the
like
whole-
cats.
Mm-hmm.
So I like cats too, but I think old people read into cats. You know, they really think like, man, they don't have to work. They don't, you know, they think about
Yeah,
stuff
they
like
do.
that really doesn't make any fucking sense. But they like to apply human logic to cats.
Cats are
my
a
bet.
lot
Fuck.
more enjoyable when you think about like just how like dumb they are. Just like dogs to me.
Yeah.
Where it's like, you know, which give them credit. They can figure some stuff out
Yeah.
to their credit. But they're pretty dumb and very lazy. It's crazy that they've survived this long just in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of what John's saying right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a pretty funky dance, Garfield.
Show me how you do it.
Those are so great. All those music videos are so good. I wonder what else
Is good.
that crew. Yeah, I wonder what's good. I
don't
wonder
know.
what else the people who worked on that have worked on since. I think they were involved with like a bunch of those, like, you know, and like around the time, yeah, when we were in like high school. I can't remember if it was one of those things like unedited footage of a bear and Too Many Cooks. I think the people who made Lasagna Cat are somehow involved
They're
with.
somehow to blame.
Yeah, they're somehow involved with one of those. Like they worked on one of those weird just things that Adult Swim did.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys want to monitor your live chat, or
Do we have a chat?
Yeah, you want me to
Oh, are there people?
Yeah, could you read us our comments?
Yeah, that'd be great.
A user named Psycho said, cat emoji Garfield without lasagna.
That's so true.
Yeah, thank you for bringing that up. I was just about to say that.
Yeah. That's a good point. You know, that is how it be.
Mm-hmm.
I love.
And we take that for granted.
Please keep commenting.
I'm not mic'd up, so you'll have to repeat the comment.
I think we can probably hear you.
Or they could read it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Or just scream it.
Yeah, you can scream.
You're good at scream. Just use that voice.
Yeah.
Use that tenor.
Whenever somebody comments, go, ah!
Okay, alright.
You know, sort of like you're being.
Was that our only comment?
Yeah.
And then he like commented with like a little arrow up.
Yeah, he's like, make sure you look at that.
All right, we get it.
Look at
Yeah.
that right
Is
now.
he still here?
I hope so.
Psycho, I don't know.
Current viewers, 3.
Yeah, he might have left.
Whatever. Garfield is a cat, and we're two people talking about Garfield. So what does that make us?
You have a
Cool.
live action Garfield next to you.
That is
Yeah.
true. Come here.
I died.
He likes laying on my phone. I wonder if he likes the radiation.
Oh, he likes stuff like
Whoa.
that. You might just have
Yeah, I had my leg in front of it.
Yeah.
Just crossing my legs.
We're
like
using a
woman.
very old school wireless controller.
Yeah, it's like infrared or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Infrared technology.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Nobody knows how it works.
No.
But we do know that you need a direct line of sight. We should be using like Wii nunchucks to play this.
Oh, that'd be sick. The Wii was so awesome.
So birds
Why does
will...
he do that? What is that when he like shakes?
I think maybe it's supposed to be like a flea or a bee or something, and it stings him or bites him, and he's just maybe he's itchy. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
It really is so funny that he dies like that.
That's one thing. If I could critique this patch, it doesn't make that any better. I was hoping that they'd add a couple frames of animation to him just face planting.
I don't know if you. I wouldn't. I don't want them to get rid of that. I'm glad they didn't. I wish I could. Oh yeah.
I don't
forgot
know.
about that. Oh, great. That's so dumb. There's a power up that hurts you.
Preach, angry gamer.
I am an angry gamer.
I was feeling gamer rage as I beat this game.
I believe you.
Towards the end, it gets like impossible. Like, you have to know. You'll just learn like when every enemy comes out, and you just have to be ready. And then it's just like blind luck with the final boss.
Okay, he looks at you. And
I think Thursday is the first day that has a boss at the end.
This is crazy. This is insane. This is crazy.
Jesus.
That's wild.
Yeah. Oh, okay. You can jump. You got
I
a
can
pie.
kill-
You got a
okay,
pie. Just
okay.
fucking kill them all like right now. And all of those like coffee and milk and stuff. That okay, your invincibility wore off.
That I it's so dumb. Like up until like a minute ago, I've thought that's like a flea that bites you. I'm just gonna go again. I've thought for like the longest time that is a smaller frog.
That's pretty cool.
I thought it was like
That'd be cool if you looked in the manual and it's like large frogs will
Right.
jump while small frogs will jump less
smaller
high.
like tree frogs, or maybe that's like a toad.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Austin sent me a screenshot of the live chat, which I can see. I don't know what he's trying to say to me.
Ooh.
Austin, I don't know if you missed it, but I already read those comments out loud.
Yeah, Austin.
Yeah.
Keep up.
We're playing Garfield for those of us just joining us.
Yeah.
We're doing this to celebrate the video that we made.
And to ring in the new year.
Yes.
Yeah, you missed it.
2023 was the warm up.
Wow.
And 2024 will be the cool down.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm gonna go one more time.
Okay. Go as much as you want. This isn't pay to play.
Austin, is your username Psycho?
Are you on the phone?
Well, no, I'm figuring he can hear me if he's on there. And he's watching it.
If he can hear you, you're very quiet.
Oh.
talking at that level.
Oh.
Oh, he said drinking any lean tonight.
Yeah, we've got some lean lined up for when we end the stream.
Yeah, we were gonna do a lean live stream that never happened, I do believe.
Why did we not do?
We moved like right after we made that video.
That's right. Yeah. What did you say, Alyssa? I'm sorry.
Drinking lean is a good way to celebrate the new year.
That's true.
Well, look, Garfield's the new video.
That's an old video.
We're not talking about old videos. We're doing new videos. We've got another new video lined up that you guys are gonna love. In many ways, it's a spiritual successor to the Garfield video.
In a lot of ways.
Can't give any more details than that.
Fuck, I'm really bad at this.
Can you guys talk to us about the spelling of lasagna?
No.
We can't make any comments on that right now.
All throughout the game, you'll find these wretched birds.
Fuck. Sorry.
Matt, how about you recount some of your favorite memories that were made during the making of the Smiling Gamer?
Jeez, there's so
review.
many to talk about and remember that I'm not sure if I can quite recall many of them. My favorite part was where I did a lot of hard work on this video.
Mm-hmm. That was a really good part of the video.
Mm-hmm. When no, this was fun. It was a fun one to shoot. You did almost all the work, really. For anyone not.
Don't put it all on me.
But any of the good stuff, there's lots of great things I contributed. But
you did help. I think my delivery on certain stuff would have been flatter without you being there.
Maybe, but it was fun to shoot. I didn't do nothing. I don't mean to self-deprecate. But I enjoyed it because it's one that's I watched so much media like this as a younger lad.
Mm-hmm.
I'm probably not invincible anymore, huh?
No.
Okay. Okay. This is impossible. But we both of us here. Your turn. Both of us consume so much media like this as young men.
Irate gamer.
Mm-hmm. I never watched any of the Irate Gamer, but just lots of reviewers.
But everybody knows about him. I feel like like at some point you see him.
Yeah,
in something.
He's a choice that everyone must face. Do I click on this video or do I not? But general online critics who are. I mean, really, it's just angry video game nerd, and then everybody else, pretty much, right? Because everybody else, it's
Or do you mean just good ones or
Well, not just good ones necessarily, but it's always, or at least in recent years, it feels everybody's just kind of doing that.
Yeah.
Or at least around the early era, and it's still left over, I guess.
Fuck. I'm getting fucked up.
There's so much of it. It's such a lucrative market.
Yeah, I guess it paid off for some people. JonTron made it out.
Yeah, he always had his own. I guess he was doing that. Oh, okay. I thought you died.
Now, sometimes when you press a button and then you go out of range from the sensor, it presses start or acts like you hit the start button.
Okay, it's a good thing for it to do. I mean that. I'm not being sarcastic. Yeah, JonTron made it out. Who else?
Scott the Woz.
Scott the Woz, yeah.
It's weird because James Rolfe was always doing a character.
Mm-hmm.
He never really meant any of it. If he did, it was leftover childhood frustration that he was more mocking.
Yeah.
The frustration more than the games. And then Scott the Woz has wrapped back around to maybe it's just the fact that he doesn't try so hard. like it's pretty obvious that it's all coming naturally to him. And he's just got a really good. Okay, I don't know how I. Whatever. You want me to play again, or do you want to go?
You go.
Okay. Okay. Sorry, but Scott the Woz is very funny and he's very talented. But he's also like he's embracing. He's like the nerd bit is not a character.
Yeah, that's just him.
Yeah, I am the nerd, and I guess he's become the next evolution, or like somehow the successor of AVGN style.
Yeah, that's
Stuff.
that's the new era, I'd say. The new school.
Stuff like Irate Gamer and like Nostalgia Critic and thousands of other nameless channels, review channels, where the gimmick is get angry at media, perform anger about media that really doesn't matter. So I guess I was mocking that, and in a way I just ended up basically doing the same thing that James Rolfe did when he first...
Yeah, but I mean, you're zeroing in on the imitators.
Yeah.
I'd say it's different, but yeah, it's funny because it's like it's also like the same thing. People just like saw James Rolfe doing the nerd character, and were like, oh, it's funny to get angry at video. Like they identified that it was funny, but like in no way understood how or why. And I think chalked it up to like, oh, being angry on camera is funny, and like cussing is funny, which it is. But
do you remember where that fucking key was? There it is.
Yeah, I was waiting for it to appear. What do you just have to like be around it?
You just have to pass over it.
Okay.
And it's always in the same spot,
Pass
but I can
over.
never remember because there's 90 doors in this game. Can't remember them all. Not Albert Einstein, he could remember them all.
Well, totally. He would remember so much stuff if he was alive today.
Too much stuff to remember. I mean,
Almost,
he would
but
remember...
not for him.
Yeah.
Maybe for you or me, but yeah, that guy's a little different.
You guys ever watched anybody play a Garfield game before?
Oh yeah.
Me?
Yeah, Graydon totally has.
You watched people play Garfield?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For this video.
Yes. James Rolfe did a video. Well, he did 2 videos. He played this on James and Mike Mondays for a little bit. Not this version, but the
original.
The original unaltered version that we used in our video. Then he did another one as the Angry Video Game Nerd. And then some other guy whose name I do not remember, it was like Gaming Mike or something. And he did a video, and that is partially what made me decide to make this video, is because his review fucking sucked so bad. It was just really lame. It's one of those things where you watch it and it's like, what the fuck did you make this for?
Right.
And all he did was because he made it before James Rolfe did. So he was doing, like, this game's so bad, let's check out the terrible video game. Cue the intro, Damn, that mouse killed me so fast.
So what's the point of your video?
To make fun of that guy.
Oh, okay.
There's a part in his video that I stole basically directly where, or not stole, but am parodying by using his words. But there's one of the bosses throws knives, and he's like, this boss throws knives. That's dangerous. And it's like, what the fuck are you saying? That's like, you got into the middle of a video game, and you're like, that's funny.
Right.
Knives are dangerous.
He's not like making. Yeah. It's like, why'd you even say that? I don't understand. It's just confusing.
Yeah.
It's like what?
And also just that attitude, I think, sums up a lot of what makes those reviews like so cringy.
Yeah. It's just. I guess it's the fact. Part of it's the fact that they're like going through the motions, or you can see very clearly that they're like imitating.
Yeah.
Oh jeez.
I wish the viewers could see Topper better.
I'm just gonna let him.
They saw him in the video.
Yeah.
So
He did appear in the video. He's laying on my phone right now. He's getting some 5G radiation, so I don't want to disturb him. He's getting some irradiated dreams.
He's lucid dreaming.
He's having a lucid, yeah. He's dreaming about going through my Instagram right now. Me.
So yeah, I was making fun of that guy. If you look up like Garfield, Week of Garfield review, you'll find his video pretty high up there. And it's not just him, but you know, if you look up any like NES game review, you'll find somebody doing their angry video game nerd impression.
Yeah, it's not hard to find it. A lot of for a lot of them, you might have to find like deleted, like re-uploads. You know,
Yes,
for
yeah.
the good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're gonna want to find re-uploads. But yeah, these people are a dime a dozen. There's just a ton of them. You know, it's a little underworld of YouTube. One of the countless little
Subcultures.
yeah. It's weird. I love it when they collaborate.
Yes, yeah.
I love it.
We've got. I wrote this video a while ago, and just recently decided to dust it off and get it out there because we had the
some
means
time.
to do it,
Yeah.
and some time, yeah. But you know, every now and then you just
Sorry.
every now and then you just, you know, you have the resources to get something done. You realize like, oh, I could do that. So I did it, and God help us. It's one of those things that you think is going to be simple enough. It's like, yeah, what do you need? You need a couch and like a camera and, you know, because part of the parody is like how bad the quality is or whatever.
Right, they're always really low effort, or it comes off as low effort.
Yeah, but you know, so the first thing I did was I beat the game, or past writing the script is I beat the game, and then started working on like the stuff that I would need, like the pictures, you know, like the thumbnail and like the background. You know, when I play the game in the video, there's like a scrolling background and like a little animated character guy, and I did that second. So that's kind of another thing that I guess targeted with the video, is like video essays where people use a little avatar, a little smug character.
Little character that crosses his arms, holds out his
Rolls his
out
eyes.
hand. Yeah. Oh yeah, sure.
But I incorporated that, even though that's not directly.
It fits.
Yeah, the attitude lines up. I'm wearing my fatigues right now.
You're still in Valor. I'm sitting on. Sorry, I was sitting on your uniform.
But I decided to wear something nice for the stream.
Yeah.
We have 78 points. I wish they fixed that with this hack, that it still says point instead of points. It really pisses me off.
I didn't even notice that. I don't know if I've watched any of the videos devoted to this game. Like, I don't know if I've even seen the AVGN. I feel like I should have.
It's not really funny. I mean, I don't know. I think we had the final word on this game.
Oh, yeah.
But they basically all complain about the same stuff. It is not a good game, but I liked the idea of latching onto the shit that really didn't matter, and that being what really makes me angry.
Because there's always a disconnect with these types of... Oh, God. There's always something where it feels like they're not quite above, you know, or they're not above the line, you know what I mean? It's always like, why are you talking about that? Like, why are you focusing on this? You know, outside of like the obvious, it's like, oh, there's a typo, you know, or something. Oh, there's, you know, a bad translation of a sentence. You know, even though that stuff is funny, you know, they'll just like focus on some feature, like, you know, the knives, that's dangerous, and it's like, what?
Yeah.
You know, Which I guess that's when they do that, what's showing is like what they have to offer that's not like the most obvious or whatever they like probably took from somebody else.
I saw an irate gamer video not too long before this video came out, which, if I could speak in my own defense, I'm not just watching his videos. I did it to because I wanted this video to be structured like one of those videos, and I wanted to know like what exactly made them so trashy, I guess.
Right.
And he did a review of Tiny Toons for the NES, and the little Bugs Bunny character was walking around, and he was just like, look at this smug piece of shit. He like zoomed in on the little pixelated, avatar. He was like, yeah, look at this smug piece of shit. Fuck you. And that really said a lot, about...
Yeah.
They can hit you, I guess, sometimes when you're down like that.
Maybe it's a flaw that they can kind of like bounce, because they like bounce around the screen, and then every now and then, I guess, I get the vibe that that's not supposed to happen.
But reviewers like the irate gamer, they say shit that's like there's nothing to even comment about, but yet they still say something. They still speak.
And they cuss a lot, of course, like.
Yes, they cuss like they were raised by their grandparents.
Yeah, and they just got let loose, like they're in their bedroom, it's like I can cuss now. Gosh.
One of my favorite lines in our video is, well, Garfield looks great. He looks as if someone has kicked him in his ass.
That's a good one. I'm partial to anyone raised by their grandparents knows the value of $1.
I'm glad you came around to that one, because that was one I came up with, and I was like, ooh, yeah.
It's
and then
a good one.
I just got used to it. I was like, yeah, that's what he says. Yeah, Garfield does look a little bit as if someone has kicked him in his ass.
A little bit. It's sort of like, imagine, that the feeling, if someone were to kick you in your ass, imagine the feeling and the emotions you'd have fractured, and, if you take away the pain, this is what's left over,
Yeah.
He does look good. I like the way he looks at, oh my gosh. I'm glad they didn't add any animation. I like that he just dies instantly. It's funny.
It is funny, but the whole purpose of this patch is to just make this game a little better.
I wouldn't want them to take it away. It's good with that.
I would appreciate at least a few more frames of animation. Because either way, he's still going to end up face down on the ground. And I wish that it said points. It also, so the guy that made the really bad review of this game said that you use burgers and cheese as weapons, and I was like, what the fuck? Because I looked in the manual, and it's cornflakes and what was the other one?
I can't remember. It was I guess so.
Something in cornflakes.
Which one is cornflakes? Because the cornflakes is like...
Cornflakes is the one that spreads, it's the cheese in this game. Or in this version.
Oh, okay. I forgot that's changed.
Yeah, the patch changed it to cheese and burgers, and I think that's why that guy got that wrong. Because when he did his video, he was like, yeah, you use burgers and cheese as weapons. And I looked at the manual, and I was like, where the fuck did he get burgers and cheese? But they changed it to burgers and cheese in this patch. So I'm wondering if he got his information from a page about this patch instead of the actual game.
Right. Maybe he was watching, or he either played, I doubt he played.
He was showing footage from the real game. Because it doesn't look like fucking cheeseburgers in the other game. I was like, that can't be right. But I can't remember what it is. It's still bones. Bones is the one thing that hasn't changed.
Ooh.
I don't know. The lasagna thing was one thing that I didn't see anybody critiquing in their reviews. The fact that the lasagna looked like shoes.
Yeah.
That was the closer I got to the end. It was like I was getting nervous because it's like I feel like I'm just making
Another one of these videos.
just making a review for this game, when the stuff that really grounds
Do I not?
this
Did I get the
video
pie? Oh, okay. Sorry.
is that it's not that, you know, it's like at least the music's good and it's fucking terrible music and whatever, you know, point the shoving fuck up my ass. Just saying nothing about the actual game is what I wanted the video to be. So it's right underneath that. Yeah.
I'm gonna beat this level. I've decided I'm gonna play until I beat this.
Keep in mind, once you get past this, there are 2 other sections that you have to beat before getting to a checkpoint.
Oh, jeez. I'll turn it over to you once I open the store.
I don't want to use save states because I already used save states.
Well, we're not cheating.
Yeah,
we don't cheat.
Obviously. There is, when you walk in the game, there are these like jagged lines that come up, and I think that's an artifact introduced by the OBSC, which is what I use to upscale the RGB signal from the Famicom to HDMI, which does a pretty good job, but there's some setting, some kind of interlacing or something that makes it weird when games scroll like this, and I don't know what exactly I can do to fix it.
You have to let go.
I have to let go.
Yeah, you need to let go. There's nothing you can do.
There are several settings I can mess with on it. I just haven't taken the time to figure out what it is.
Hopefully this mouse doesn't kill me. Damn. Bless you.
Thank you. Great. Now there's a mouse. That's another one of my favorite
All-time
lines.
classics.
Yeah.
Damn. Oh. I'm dead. I give up. It's
I can
important to
do
know when to give up, you know? That's an important life skill to have, is,
I
you
think
know...
DJ Khaled said that.
Yeah. It's like, you know, you want to give up, and you want to give up early. So that you don't get too far, and then you have to give up later, you know, and then you've already put all this effort in, you know?
Yep. Already knew that. All around the game, you'll find these wretched frogs. Make you want to go outside and find a real frog.
Clap it in your hands. That happened in Poor Things. That was a good part.
It did, yeah. It also happened in Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?
When does it happen? I haven't watched that movie in forever. It's probably been like 10 years since I've seen
Those
Oh Brother, Where
fucking
Art Thou.
morons think one of their friends got turned into a frog, and then John Goodman
Oh, that's
crushes
right.
a frog.
Yeah. You're talking
It's
about the
another
main
great-
characters?
Yeah, it's another great movie about morons like Forrest Gump.
God.
Or,
Alright, turn off the light.
sometimes you just want to watch an idiot for a long time. Apparently that was one of Paul Schrader's complaints about Killers of the Flower Moon, is that Leonardo DiCaprio played an idiot, which is a really funny complaint to have.
That's really strange that that's how you'd think about it. I mean, I guess he is like a dumb, like bad person.
Yeah, yeah.
Or he's like a fuck up, really.
The character.
Yeah. Yeah, not Paul Schrader.
Yeah,
Leonardo
it almost sounded
DiCaprio.
like you were talking about Paul Schrader. But
yeah,
it's weird. Paul Schrader has come out of the woodwork with some dog
weird
shit takes.
Yeah.
Like him talking about like forced diversity at the Oscars, and it's like, you made
Yeah.
a movie with an all Japanese cast, like just because you felt like it one time. What are you fucking talking about?
That's
Getting angry that Chinese people are in movies. What the fuck are you talking about?
Really
dude?
odd that he, you know, it's just like he comes out, oh, the cats are being fed by their automatic feeder. Really odd that he would say that. I don't know that much about Paul Schrader other than he's like made some good movies.
Paul Shitter.
You know, right?
Give me a fucking break.
But it's very strange that he would come out of the wood for one of the best Oscars in a while. Like that was a good Oscar night. Like
yeah, not many people had a problem with that winning Best Picture.
no, and like and in general, it's like okay, everything that won, you know, which Everything Everywhere won a ton of stuff, obviously.
Obviously.
Yeah, but like. I forgot what I was saying. Whatever.
All right. Paul Schrader,
Yeah, Paul Schrader.
Paul Hader.
Yeah, he is being.
Spelled
It's just strange.
H-A-T-E, not like Bill Hader.
He's done like some movies recently, like First Reformed and stuff that are like pretty
Fuck.
well received and stuff.
me to go
It's just strange. Yeah, sure. It's strange that he would come out with these weird takes.
Yeah, wasn't
I always
Master
have to
Gardener supposed to be like mid?
What? Which one?
Master Gardener.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know anything.
That was
about
the one
Master
he
Gardener.
made with fucking like oxygen tubes in his nose or whatever because he's so old.
It always does feel like I know Paul Schrader's not dead. But every now and then it's like Paul Schrader.
On heaven's door.
They're like Paul Schrader says this, or like Paul Schrader, on this, and it's like, oh right, like he's still around. I guess it's just because I'm used to like older people, especially in like movies and stuff. It's kind of like, they come out with something, or they're just doing nothing. Like what's his name from Superman and the Royal Tenenbaums?
Gene Hackman.
Gene Hackman. Jeez. There's a great video posted by one, I guess it's like a paparazzi type account, you know which one I'm talking about, where they're playing like the Superman theme, like, I think, did he go to Whataburger or
I think
something?
he was at Burger King.
He was at Burger King.
Just
yeah,
ordering.
Gene Hackman was ordering Burger King, and he was like, he looked okay. Like,
Yeah.
pretty good for how
Like
old he is.
A year ago or something.
Yeah. And it was that. It was like, he orders Burger King and he's all right. It seems like he's all right.
Yeah. One of the funniest invasions of privacy in recent memory. Mm-hmm. But yeah, good for him that he's able to get in his fucking little truck and go drive to Burger King at age 95 and
Super cool.
eat fast food.
I hope that happens to me. I hope there's still... I personally wouldn't choose Burger King.
Yeah, it's so crazy that some old people just get to do that, though. You know
Yeah,
what I
it's
mean?
like, yeah, I
You wanna
many
play or
old
you-
people that I am associated with,
have died for no reason.
That's right. They died like dogs for no reason. But, they're so immobilized and they're much younger than him. They're in like their 70s or 80s. And it's like, oh, I can't really go anywhere because of my hip and my head and my hand and my arm.
Right.
And it's all like, they're just like immobilized by age, which, I guess is normal. But I guess it's probably because Gene Hackman is rich, probably. Or I don't know. Maybe he's not that rich.
I don't know. I think...
He probably does fine. I mean, if he's living in L.A.
I have no evidence to back this up, but I think attitude plays a big role in how you age.
You think so?
Yeah.
You're probably right. I mean...
some old people are like, oh, I can't do car rides, I'm 65 years old, I can't do car rides. And then, I also know like 80-year-olds who are like, all right, time to drive across the country to see my friend. And,
right, yeah.
Lifestyles pretty similar.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I think if you think that you can do something to an extent that gives you the ability to get it done.
Yeah. And I mean, we're not talking about the law of attraction or whatever, where it's like, imagine you are a rich man and you will make money,
Yeah, I just mean like if you think you can get up and make it to the refrigerator, you're gonna do it.
I think, that probably does have a lot to do.
Unless you're paralyzed from the waist down.
Yeah. Because, I mean, there are, just to, like, mental states, like, being in, like, like, having, like, major depressive disorder, or whatever, like, where you get clinically depressed, or whatever, has, like, it's not just in your head, like, there's, physiological change, without, like, hurting yourself or whatever. I'm not talking about that, but, like, you don't sleep well, and there's, like, a bunch of other, like, physiological effects from just that. So, I mean, if, like, you're letting old age, which it would be hard not to be depressed as an old person when, a lot of your life is, oh, Anthony died. Like, oh, and then you go to sleep, and the next day, and you're sleeping alone because your wife died, and then the next day you hear like, oh, yep, you remember Curtis? He died.
President Jimmy Carter.
He's still alive.
Going to die soon.
Yeah. I'm rooting for one more year for Jimmy Carter.
I'm gonna go ahead and ask for the full 4 more years of President Carter.
Why not? Yeah.
I talked to my mom about that. I was like, "Did you know Jimmy Carter's still alive?" And she was like, "Oh, I saw him at his wife's funeral."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, so you know?"
Yeah.
And she's like, "Don't you ever do that to me if I get that old." He couldn't even close his mouth. She was like, "That is pitiful that they did that to him."
Damn it.
Which it kind of is.
A little bit, yeah. Well,
But also, I don't know if he wanted to do that. Because it's like,
might
yeah,
have.
he looks pretty rough, but he might have been like,
keep me alive.
I want to go to the funeral.
Yeah.
You know, and then
yeah.
got locked back into...
Yeah.
But, maybe not.
I mean, even if he's just alive, you know, and maybe he's not there at all. Damn. But if he's not there, you know, really, if I was like that,
Old as fuck.
and my wife died, I'd be like, yeah, go ahead and bring my immobile, you know, half corpse to her funeral. I would want that. You know, I should probably be there at least.
Yeah.
You know.
I think maybe it's worse because he's Jimmy Carter, you know. He's not just a 90-year-old man. He's like, you know, wherever he goes, there's going to be cameras all over him because it's like, holy shit. You know,
Look,
it's like
he's
seeing
still there.
It's like seeing, you know, Chairman Mao's body or whatever. You know, one of those bodies that they've like tried to preserve.
Right, they've like.
I don't know if
embalmed.
he's one of them. He seems like one.
There's like I think it's Lenin that they've got.
Yeah, Lenin. Spinning.
Did they do Stalin? I don't know if they did Stalin like that.
Yeah, who cares?
Okay.
But I thought they'd. I don't know. Whatever. But you know, they keep dead people inside little glass enclosures sometimes, and they feel like it. I think there's some monk in Japan that just, you know, decided one day he was gonna die, and he's like, keep me right here. They put a box around him, but I guess what I'm saying is that former President Carter is sort of a freakish attraction, similar to those bodies in cases. So people are gonna want to get a peek.
He's done a lot. They should bring him to Habitats for Humanity still.
Yeah, they need to make a habitat for him, for his humanity. You know, what comes around goes around. I think it's his turn to be on the receiving end for that.
Yeah,
Much
he's done
like
enough.
Garfield. Was he president during Garfield?
Was he president for Garfield?
Ooh, I don't know if he led the country through that trying time. I think. When was he president? Fuck.
Garfield's president. Let's see.
Who was Garfield's president?
That'd be cool if the original Garfield comic strips were like, Jimmy Carter, you know, bankrupts the country. Wow.
Oh, yeah,
Fucking
they're all...
great job,
yeah.
Jimmy Carter. That's Garfield, like, in his bed, being like, great job, dumbass.
Yeah, Garfield's ranting about politics.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Okay, Jim Davis first introduced Garfield in 1978.
Okay,
And-
Google president 1978.
I'm looking it up.
It might have been fucking JC.
Think, yeah.
He's a homie MC JC, you see.
I can't believe that there was a time where I thought
Jimmy
like that
Carter,
might be real.
1977 to 1981.
Oh,
Cool.
baby.
So I knew there was a reason we were talking about him.
Yeah,
On
his
this
spirit
chain.
permeates through all of Garfield, all of his media.
Young lady!
Now, who was president during this game? It's probably
Reagan. Right? In 1989?
Yeah,
Either Reagan or Bush, I guess.
yeah. I was thinking Bush, Senior Bush.
It is Senior Bush, yeah.
Yeah, and it shows. It plays like a.
1989, it shows Ronald Reagan and Bush. So I guess that was the
Yeah, I guess that was the year he got elected.
Yeah.
yeah.
Welcome back, Ronald Reagan. I'm getting sick of those memes that are like, you know, somebody who died and then somebody who was
Huh?
born. What?
Hannah Bush.
It's kind of more Bush because they say like his reign is 1989 to 1993.
Well, were they developing this game when Reagan
Oh.
was, you know, it might have
It
been...
didn't launch.
When it launched, Senior Bush threw up in the
in
Prime Minister's
Japan,
mouth. His mouth. Yeah, that's where he threw up.
Yeah.
I think. He probably threw up after playing this game. They were like, "Look
It's
what
so
we
bad. Yeah. Oh, this is
It's so bad.
so bad. Like, faints.
Passes out.
Alyssa, have you seen that video of former President Bush Sr. like vomiting and throwing up and falling over? It's crazy.
No, I haven't actually seen it.
There's a tape of it. He throws up and then faints, like in Japan.
He's eating right next to the Prime Minister of Japan, and he throws up in his lap and then passes out on him. And
Crazy.
It's fucking crazy,
I don't
isn't
know
it?
why it's not talked about more.
It's
But I don't
because it doesn't really matter.
I guess,
but-
yeah. They were very peaceful years. The Cold War was over.
Peaceful years.
They were, yeah. 1989 was, I mean, you know, Cold War ended, USSR dissolved, or at least that's how I have mythologized it.
Race relations were great.
Oh yeah, they were great. They were so good.
When did the fucking race riots happen?
in like LA and stuff?
Yeah.
I want to say like 91. It just feels like
So
when
yeah,
was Rodney
race,
King?
race relations were great.
Yeah, they're really good. That hadn't
Time
happened
of
yet,
his
so things
king.
were good. Yeah.
Things were just cooking up.
Yeah. That's fucking crazy. Like, you know, I think of mates because we're not from this part of the country, or from that part of the country. LA, I mean.
Yeah.
But, damn it.
It's still a ways away from us.
Yeah, that's true. You know, it's just, I always think of like, you know, really, really bad stuff, you know, being from pre-90s for some reason.
Yeah.
Even though it's like, it's just still bad.
Yeah.
You know, not as bad as it used to be maybe, but, you know, if you're comparing it to like the 50s.
Right.
But just the whole, like, the fact that there were, like, riots and, like, you know, people killing each other over stuff like that. Isn't that so crazy?
It is.
I realized what I was saying was really stupid.
Well, it's great to talk about, like, race relations while we're playing this.
Yeah, it is, you know. What we really want to talk about is, you know, the countless injustices of white men in the past.
We can talk about, if we're ready to move on to a different subject,
Yeah.
we can talk about how much I actually hate Jim Davis.
Yeah, I mean...
do. The one part of that video where I was like, fuck you, you stupid fucking piece of shit.
Did that come from the heart?
It kind of did.
Damn.
He has wronged me in so many ways.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Paws Inc. has taken off all of my...
Bootleg t-shirts.
They were fair use.
Those were fair use. Those are not bootleg t-shirts.
It's fair use. It's a parody. Like the picture of Garfield. Here, I'll show you guys. If we could take a little break from the gameplay, Matt will still be playing in the background, but
Yeah, I'll
let's
keep
just
playing.
take a peek. So, you don't have to mind this, but this picture right here is a fair use picture of Garfield. It's a parody. I didn't trace over anything. I drew it from memory. It's like maybe a zombie Garfield or something. And this is Odie in similar style. And Jim, good for nothing, lazy, low-life Davis got on his fucking Mac 2, his Apple II, and removed all of this from my TeePublic account because he owns Garfield, and apparently he wants even more fucking money than he already has. He's barely clinging to life.
How is Jim Davis doing?
I don't know. I thought he died fucking years ago. I remember learning in art class in like 4th or 5th grade that Jim Davis died, only to learn in college that he was still kicking.
Damn.
And he's a greedy piece of shit.
Oh my
Did
gosh.
he ever send you like a cease and desist?
No, they just took it down, I think.
Yeah, I got a DMCA takedown. Let's see. Cartoonist, born in 1945. Give me a break. 78. See, he was 78 like 20 years ago.
Yeah, I feel like every time I check what age he is, you know, I'm like, is Jim Davis still alive? Which at this point, you know, it's like so many people like say like, oh, I love Garfield lasagna or whatever, you know, to be random, like, you know, with Shrek or something.
Nobody actually likes Garfield.
No, it's like, it's all irony. Well, you know, some grandmas probably, like, he's just so funny.
This is absolutely really horrible, though. Like, this, like, fan art that you've created, this zombie fan art that you've created, disgusting.
It is fair use, though.
It is disgusting.
It's parody.
It makes me uncomfortable.
I'm within my rights to use that. I own the rights to that picture. It's funny. I'm not saying I invented this character.
Funny, it's just disturbing.
All right, whatever. Just because you don't think it's funny doesn't mean that Jim Davis owns it.
My character that I invented and made it do disgusting, horrible acts and put filthy
He's not even
words in
acting.
his mouth. You know, if you keep saying cuss words, they'll be stuck in your brain and you won't be able to get them out.
Alyssa, you
What?
hate free speech and you believe
You
in
do,
eugenics.
yeah. There are rules, there are laws that keep us from turning into a monstrous society where everybody thinks that way. And they're supposed to protect the little people like me who sell T-shirts for 25 cents a pop. Well, I don't sell them for that. That's what I make. But if I could sell T-shirts with that design on it for 25 cents a pop, I would.
Are the viewers still supposed to be looking at this?
No, I'm sorry.
Okay.
I thought I changed it, but I guess not.
So I've been playing this game for nothing.
I hope you guys enjoyed that picture for a while.
Yeah.
Got a good look, but yeah, that's what Jim Davis took from us. You could imagine wearing that on a T-shirt.
Well, you're gonna have to keep on imagining because it can't
Because
become
this is
a reality.
literally 1984. Literally 1989.
Come on, come on. He's sitting here.
We've
he's
been on
looking at me.
Thursday for so fucking long. I'm about to use save states and get us to day 5.
That'd be great.
Baby.
Come on. Cat's staring at me. Like he wants to be up here, but he won't come up here.
That's his business.
Oh,
You guys started streaming an hour ago.
damn. Time flies.
When you're having
Was that
fun.
the first stream or this stream?
It just says started an hour ago.
Okay, so it's probably this one.
Yeah.
I might piece the first
Piece the first one in.
in, yeah. We'll see.
What are you?
Most thankful for?
Yeah. What are you most thankful for since it's about to be a new year?
Garfield, probably.
Are you thankful for Jim Davis for creating Garfield?
No. I mean, honestly, the best thing about Garfield, outside of people just straight up making fun of how bad it is or like how unfunny it is, is just sort of this extremely ironic cultural idea that we've developed of Garfield. Almost like Shrek, but Shrek was actually like based on something that was really enjoyable and kind of clever.
That people love.
And
People have real love for.
I feel like Garfield is so like hollow, like just this
Yeah.
sort of like, oh, I'm a hungry cat. Like, fuck
Yeah.
off. I mean, what a fucking grandpa ass invention. You were talking about how you know, old people don't deserve respect. And it's like, you know, that is like, Garfield is the embodiment of like the greatest achievement of that generation. It's like, you drew a cat like a fucking child.
You are so fucking mad right
Why
now.
are you so mad?
Anyway, I'm just saying, no, I'm not thankful for Jim Davis.
Okay.
Maybe he'd be nice, but I've heard that he's also like a fucking pain in the ass to deal with about like Garfield, like people who make Garfield merchandise.
Yeah.
Like for him, he's like really picky about shit for like no reason.
It's weird. I wonder if he's on the spectrum or something.
Probably.
Everybody's on the spectrum.
You can tell Jim Davis is the type to not tip at a restaurant. He's gonna send
That's
his
true.
food back a bunch of fucking
That is
times.
very true.
Oh
yeah.
fuck.
There's a bus. We finally got to a bus. Do you think it's a good spot to end it?
No, let's keep going.
Okay.
Let's keep going. We're just getting warmed up talking about Jim Davis.
That's true.
But
yeah, he seems like the type to think like, yeah, he's famous and he's probably pretty good for money. Or he's probably excellent on money, but, you know, you wouldn't think of him as a high roller, and you would hope that he's like humble. He's like, oh yeah, I just draw my cartoons, which it seems like he sort of does act like that in the brief, in the little tiny things I've heard him speak in, mostly from Lasagna Cat, where they're criticizing him. But, it makes perfect sense for him to like think of himself as like a high roller. It's like, yeah, I want the finest things, but yeah, he would. I feel like he would not tip. That somehow seems right. Maybe it's just the way he looks, that type of guy.
But I don't know. Think of like you could put Garfield up with like Bugs Bunny or Mickey Mouse in terms of like a character who's
Iconic. Like how
yeah,
iconic
yeah,
it is.
it's iconic, but also like it exists in a world like surrounded by other kind of iconic characters.
Little cartoons.
Yeah, but
Like Quickville.
right, but I mean, just because he's on that level, right? Garfield, in terms of like iconography,
Yeah, he's close to Mickey Mouse.
he's
and
as
stuff.
recognizable as
Goofy
Bugs
Dog.
Bunny. Yeah, but that's what I'm about to get into. Is who's Garfield's Goofy Dog? Odie?
Yeah.
Nermal?
Nermal. Now, Odie is a good sidekick. You gotta admit.
I know, but none of the supporting cast has the sauce.
Look out! She just ran out. Cat just escaped.
But where's Yosemite Sam for Garfield? Where is Elmer Fudd?
Where is Elmer Fudd?
Elmer Fudd. I don't even know John's girlfriend's name.
Cindy.
Is that real?
I don't think so. Let me look. Tupper, get off my phone. I'm gonna Google this. Ew, my phone's covered in his fucking hair. John Garfield.
Cynthia.
I guess, you really...
John Garfield Arbuckle.
John Garfield girlfriend. It's like the vet. She's like the vet.
Yeah.
Dr. Liz Wilson.
Liz.
So we've got... Here, I'm just going to go through the Garfield characters. We really haven't... It might not be fair that we really haven't given Garfield the time of day. I've never sat down with a book of the complete Garfield. I wonder if they have any like huge collections. Like obviously they've got like collections, but like I wonder because there's like the Calvin and Hobbes is like there's like a big set of that.
Yeah.
Have you ever? You didn't read Calvin and
No.
Hobbes? Calvin and Hobbes is great. It's really good.
Is it better than Garfield?
Oh yeah.
Is it better than the pipe strip?
I don't know if it's better than the pipe strip. The pipe strip is so genius. That guy kills it so hard. And that's another thing I love about not just like Lasagna Cat and all, but like all of those like weird things. It's just like they have stuff like that guy where it's like, who is that? He's like doing this. He's like really funny.
Mm-hmm.
And like doing this like genuinely just impressive performance, and it's like he was in like an episode of a TV show 15 years ago.
Right.
And he's an actor. Yeah, so he's an American actor. He's
you go to
64.
his YouTube channel and it's like a video of him playing a song he wrote on guitar like 6 years ago and that's it.
Yeah, and that's the only video. And it's like, he's an American actor and writer, and he's been in a TV show 15 years ago, and like doesn't even like Lasagna Cat doesn't even show up in his. I'm not saying that's. I think he had a few more credits when I looked, but it was all like stuff I've never.
Okay, I'm gonna cheat and use a save state because I think I'm about to get back to this boss that keeps fucking killing me.
Garfield, Odie, John Arbuckle, Nermal, Dr. Liz Wilson, Arlene, Binky the Clown, Aunt Ivy, Happy Chapman, Penelope Pussycat, Grandma Arbuckle, Mrs. Calderon, Drusilla, Garfield's mom,
That's kind of cool.
Doc Boy Arbuckle, Persnickety. Okay, look at
That's just somebody's cat.
that. Looks like somebody's. Let me look at. Oh, I think it's like one of the cats from the movie. This is Persnickety. I'm just gonna show this to the stream. Look at that. I'm sure y'all remember.
It's hard to forget.
How could you?
Persnickety.
Wade Duck. Dargis, Mom Arbuckle, Norm Cat, with G.
Norm.
Yeah, G. Let me.
Norm Cat. Norm Cat, Charlie Mouse,
Yeah, Goofy Dog.
Goofy Dog.
I don't know why. I just love saying Goofy Dog so much.
It's pretty funny.
I think it's funny that it's kind of accurate.
Yeah, it's. I think it came from me like having like a sort of an almost stroke, where I was like, yeah, there's Daffy Duck, Mickey Mouse, Goofy. Like, you know, I think it didn't make it all the way. Like the thought did not fully form without me realizing it was a very funny thing to think. But it was like it came just out of, you know, the ether. It looks like maybe Marco Polo is in some Garfield comic. I'm on like a Garfield wiki, I believe.
You're going down the Garfield hole.
I'm going down the Garfield hole. Okay, I found. Okay, it's Norm Nat. And let me show a picture of Norm Nat. There we go. So you guys can do with that, you know, whatever. This is just proof that you should probably do your own research.
Is this video, this live stream child appropriate?
No.
No,
I
absolutely
already told YouTube
not.
that, so fuck off. Either I killed the bird
See.
or the bird killed me. It can't be both. Here you go. Yeah, I'm just kind of pissed off at Jim Davis still. I had a good back
Interaction
and forth
with him?
no, I had a good back and forth between a TeePublic employee around the time that all of my designs were getting taken down, and I got kind of frustrated because it was like, okay, there was one where I drew Garfield, and it's like, okay, whatever, you took, like, it's just Garfield.
But yeah.
Whatever. And then they started taking down the ones where it was like, you know, weird drawings of Garfield, or like Garfield's face on Sonic's body or something.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, all right, now this would not hold up.
Right. If
in
you had
a
to
court.
take Jim Davis to court, or I don't know.
I would get my ass beat, but just according to how the law is supposed to work.
No, yeah,
it's
that's
not
supposed to. I'm
kosher.
supposed to be able to, yeah, do that.
So I re-uploaded a couple shirts, and in the descriptions I wrote like, "Fuck Jim Davis." You know, this is within my rights to use this, you piece of shit. And anyway, one of the people at TeePublic like emailed me after they took it down for a second time, and they were like, "Hey, you know, we're really sorry, but you know,
Yeah.
we can't go up to
We
bat
can't have that kind
for..."
of language on our platform.
Well, they didn't care about the language.
know.
They were just like, we can't, you know, we kind of have to bend to the copyright holders because we'd be fucking fighting everything, and we're trying to keep our website up. But
Get it.
they were like, anyway, they were like, we think your shirts are funny. That's cool. Just, you know, don't try to re-upload the shirt again.
Yeah.
And I was like, thanks. Did you know Jim Davis is alive? I thought he was dead. And they emailed me back, and they were like, he is alive. Isn't that crazy? And I was like, yeah. I was like, yeah.
What happened?
You died and restarted.
Okay.
You all right?
Yeah. I did select and start, thinking I'd bring up the menu like that, and I thought I loaded a save state or something. Should I load a save state, or am I good here? This is where I
No, the
started
save
before.
state, I save stated, and I don't even think I used the save state. I just immediately killed the boss.
Save state of the Union.
Yes. But after that I progressed, so we're farther than we were before. We're on Friday now. So, Week of Garfield aptly starts on Monday. One of the biggest criticisms I've seen lobbed at this game is that they don't give Garfield 9 lives, which is remedied in the Search for Pookie and subsequent Garfield games. But the lack of the 9 lives makes this a harder entry. And
This isn't baby's first Garfield, okay? This is
No.
a Garfield game for grown-ups.
But
This is
it
not what
does-
you want to start out on.
it does start out on Monday, which really it should end on Monday because that's the most hateable day of the week for Garfield.
So it should be the narrative, you know, peak.
it
you
should
know.
start on Sunday. Or no, fuck. It should start on Tuesday, I guess.
Tuesday, yeah.
And then the final day is Monday. But instead, we start on Monday, which is the easiest day. Then we go Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Saturday is divided into 2 levels. as well as Sunday. And
Just the Sabbath.
Sunday is
Steph.
normally the day of rest, but in this game, Garfield gets no rest, and it's the most frustrating level in the game. I think they played this on Game Grumps.
That's awesome.
Yep.
I haven't watched Game Grumps in so long. I have no idea what's going on that channel.
I wish I had never watched Game Grumps.
Oh my gosh,
What?
you're so mad. You're
I'm
very
not mad.
angry
It's
on
just
this.
I'm embarrassed to have watched that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, most people did, or lots of people did.
That doesn't make it.
It was a
good.
formative part of who I am. No,
They
it's
should have
not.
called it JonTron Gaming and ended it when JonTron left.
Yeah, maybe. It was fine for me to watch as basically a child. A wee
Yeah.
lad. I do
It
wonder.
just it bums me out to know that they're still going.
Well, I mean, as long as there's children watching YouTube videos, they'll keep watching that.
I guess. I mean, Danny's got to be like in his 50s now.
Yeah, he's a pretty old dude.
Hey, don't call people in their 50s old.
It just bums me
Yeah,
out
but he
thinking
was,
about
like, on a
them
YouTube
being
channel,
50
you know?
Yeah,
He was,
making
like-
videos for like 5-year-olds, or not 5-year-olds, but 10-year-olds.
Yeah. Well, it's for kind of big kids, like some people who are 26 might.
Maybe like little tiny babies, like
Well, like you know, like
Oshkosh Bagosh,
well, like young
style,
men.
Baby Gap,
I've heard other
shopping
other
generations.
people who are like, you know, pretty old, like 26, like my age, you know, who actually say it's like, you know, they'll just put it on while they eat.
Well, you got to
know,
look
it's
at the
not a
brain
big-
activity. You know, older people who watch those sort of have the brain activity of somebody like a 3-year-old. Maybe.
Well, no, it's
or sometimes even a vegetable like a carrot or a cucumber or something like that.
it's-
Something along those
no,
lines.
No. Actually, it's for grown-ups. It's, you know, it's just like maybe your personal preference that you don't watch that. So, just maybe keep that in mind.
Okay.
What?
Oh, he's got it.
One.
Anyway, guys, I think we've entered the sort of golden years of this live stream. We'll get ready to wind it down. So, could we get a refresher on the chat, see if there's any new questions or
Yeah.
anything
I
coming
know, I
in?
was wondering it the whole time.
Okay, good. Thank you, Alyssa.
Yeah,
Alright,
no
well.
problem. I would have let you know as soon as someone commented.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Well, sometimes they don't come in until after the stream has already ended.
Right.
So if we don't see your comment, we're sorry. It's just sort of a flawed system.
Yeah.
But keep
It's weird,
commenting.
yeah.
The more you comment, the more likely it is that we will see it and respond. You'll definitely get a response if you send us something. In 2 months, when we have 8 million subscribers, you'll be begging to get a reply.
You're gonna
when
be
you
banging
comment.
your head into the kitchen counter saying, like, why didn't I comment on that fucking live stream and I could have gotten them to
No,
respond.
my girlfriend is pregnant.
Now she's
I
pregnant and I
wanna
don't
kill
know.
myself.
I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. I don't know what I'm gonna do. That's gonna be you, and you know I don't want that for you.
Yep.
But it's
It will
reality.
happen.
It will happen
I hate it.
when you live stream.
No, I watch live streams every now and then, and I just hate the behavior of people who watch live streams sometimes.
As you're making a live stream and you're talking to people who are watching live
Well, the
stream-
people who've watched this have had very good etiquette.
Oh, okay.
It's not the people watching this live stream that are making me angry.
What do you dislike so much?
Yeah.
I don't want to say because then I'm gonna be directly calling out.
Oh,
People who
okay,
I watch.
Okay.
Um,
So wait, you're talking about people, the behavior of people who are on live stream, or the
No, the
audience?
behavior of the audience.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I guess there was. I don't know. It's mostly young people, I think. But I watch this guy who does stop motion animations, and he live streams stop motion animations. And I don't know. There's just like little kids saying like you're taking too long, which is really funny. Now
That
I
is
say it out
funny.
loud.
Yeah.
But you know, or like Gino Samuel, like I'll watch his videos and people will be like, "Why aren't you talking about Chris Chan?" But I don't know. That just sort of puzzles me. That people make it that far. It's like you're watching the live stream of the person who makes all of this, but you're not. You haven't made
like,
that connection where it's like, oh, this is like. I guess they think like shit just magically appears, and they're the person behind that. They don't really care for like the process or any of it, which is kind of what this stream's about. It's about the process.
Yeah, it's about the process. This is proof that you got to trust the process.
Oh. Well, unfortunately, we might not beat this game. But if you want to see the ending of this game, please watch our video entitled...
Smiling Gamer.
I don't remember what I titled it.
I think it's like...
This game will drive you crazy or something like that.
Yeah, it's like something, and then, yeah, Divider.
Smiling Gamer.
Yeah, Smiling Gamer. You're like colon Smiling Gamer. Something.
Please stop, Alyssa.
You're out of viewers now. Say hello.
That's fine. But... we look forward to seeing you very soon for our next video, which will include Garfield. What?
Are you sick? It's gonna start. So we got into. He's gonna come. Garfield's gonna come, and it's gonna be really cool. And
He's gonna answer some questions.
yeah, we're gonna do like a street interview with him where we hold out.
Gay son or thought daughter.
Yeah. What do you think he'd choose? I'm sure. Or what do you think he's gonna
He would
choose?
double it and give it to the next person.
Oh,
That's what
you're
he would
right.
do.
Yeah. He'd say he's listening to. He says he's listening to Doja Cat.
I guess 2 thought daughters or 2 gay sons.
Double and give it to the next person, or thought son, or gay daughter.
Yeah.
What do you think Garfield would choose, really, though, between a gay son or a thought daughter? He'd probably choose...
I think he'd say, I hate gay sons.
Oh, no, he's homophobic. That's...
Garfield?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think he would be. I think he'd be like, that's disgusting. How could you even do that?
I think that's the main reason why he hates Odie.
Yeah. Odie might be openly gay. And that's why he doesn't like him. You know, maybe it's just because he's insecure about his relationship with John. But
He's seen John fuck Odie and he hates it, and that's what he thinks gay people are.
yeah, that's disgusting. Yeah.
Well, wait, doesn't Garfield hate Liz for being with John? So
I thought he and Odie liked Liz.
Do they?
And they
well,
hated
I don't
John.
know. I don't think they hate John. I do think Garfield isn't. I feel like he isn't crazy about Liz because he has to go to the vet, and she's the vet.
Yeah, but isn't she like comes over and she's nice to them, I thought.
she's really nice to them, but Garfield still hates her.
I feel like, well, Garfield definitely hates John. Let's get that straight.
I don't know. I don't think he hates him.
He beats the shit out of John. There's like panels where he just like beats the shit out of John for like
I
no
think
reason.
hate is a strong word. There's probably multiple. If there's any Garfield heads watching this, they can probably develop a file of images that proves Garfield's love for John.
I'm sure he's had heartfelt moments with every character, but
So you're wrong.
No, I mean Garfield's a hater. Garfield hates everybody.
He hates Mondays.
But particularly, he doesn't just hate Monday. The only thing he likes is like food and lasagna and
Food and lasagna.
food, specializing in lasagna.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, with a specialization in lasagna.
But he definitely, I think he likes Liz more than he likes John.
I'm not qualified to speak on it, I guess.
I thought that was like or maybe Odie does or something. But I thought there was some dynamic where he's like real sweet on Liz, and it like frustrates John. But I thought that was Garfield. And you know, that just goes to show that these ill-defined dynamics between characters is part of what makes Garfield so lame in comparison to all the other famous cartoon characters.
Can we get like an economic criticism of, you know, like a class criticism? Like, can somebody develop like a, you know, Garfield is, you know, reveals this about socialism.
Yes, we can.
We can.
Garfield has it so good, and that's why he's so angry.
Right, yeah, because he gets everything he wants,
Right.
you know.
Mm-hmm.
And that's,
Lasagna is really expensive to make.
mm-hmm, you know.
And he can eat it 1 or 2 trays at a time.
Yeah, that's expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Most cats get dry food.
A fat cat, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, not exactly subtle.
Mm-hmm. And he's orange with little hands.
Yes, hands are small.
Suddenly
Yeah.
becoming clearer when you put it in those terms.
Yeah, and he's really shitty, and I fucking hate him. And
Yeah, he's fucking stupid and he's racist.
Woo! Yeah. Are we reaching
Sometimes I feel like that part in the Hateful Eight when fuck, I forgot about this little fucking piece of shit.
Do it. This would be a great.
Fuck!
Alright. I'm saying this to your mom.
Don't send it to my mom. That'd be cool if she watched the entire Let's Play of Garfield.
Yeah, in horror.
Yeah. Yeah.
She looks like when what's her name in Hereditary is watching
Fuck
her
you,
husband
you fucking piece of shit!
Yeah.
What?
Your mother turns so
Jim
funny.
Davis?
She snaps like what's her name in Hereditary when she's watching her husband burn.
Yeah. Lauren.
What's her fucking the actress's name?
Anyway,
God.
sometimes I feel like the guy in the Hateful Eight when he's in the carriage and he starts talking about like the Civil War and he's like he launches. I don't feel like him, but there's like a point where he's like saying like the most racist shit and then he's like, "Look what you got me doing. I'm talking politics." He like puts on a shit-eating smile.
Yeah.
Every now and then I do feel like that.
You got me talking politics?
Yeah.
Okay.
Talking politics.
Hateful Eight's great.
Any that you can relate to.
He's a relatable character.
I don't know if he is.
I do like it when he's like
that
he's
the-
like, or we go with my theory. The ugliest guy did it. He
That is
just
a good
hates
line.
fucking
Yeah.
Joe Gage. Ugly
Is that the
bastard.
is that the guy's like going to town to be a sheriff?
Yeah,
somewhere? Yeah.
um,
Okay.
Chris Mannix.
Yes. Yeah.
Played by fuck, I know his name. Walton Goggins.
Yeah.
Goggins.
He's a great. He
is
gets like all the best lines in the movie.
He does.
When he comes in from the cold and he takes that blanket off the wall. He goes, Navajo. That's a very quotable movie.
It really is. Yeah. Is this a stopping point?
I'm gonna see if I can beat the boss.
Okay.
If I die, the stream ends.
Okay.
Matt, do you want your finger on the trigger button for when I die? Do you want to
Yeah.
press
Sure.
it as soon as I? Oh
Okay.
fuck!
How do I?
Stop!